Okay, we're going to talk about the full Nelson. I'm answering a question today. I was asked, how do you escape from a full Nelson or a double Nelson with the fingers interlaced behind the head? Now, the good news is if the fingers are interlaced like this, that's going to make small joint manipulation much easier. What that means is grabbing and holding onto single fingers. Now, if somebody's getting behind you and catching you in a full Nelson, I'm guessing it's probably because they're catching you by surprise and they're much bigger and much stronger than you. Now, the good news is the full Nelson by itself is not particularly dangerous unless they are breaking your posture and cranking your neck around. So I'm going to offer a pretty simple solution that can work against somebody who is much larger and much stronger than you. Okay? So Nils, go ahead and put a full Nelson on me. So he's got a full Nelson. And now if he is much bigger and much stronger than me, this is going to be a very difficult situation. He can manhandle me, he can throw me around, he can break my posture. Right? This is difficult. I can try to get behind him, I can try to kick him. If he flares his elbows up, he essentially has control over my arms now. Okay? So what I'm going to do is fight the grip itself. If his fingers are interlaced, I'm going to grab one of those fingers, just one. I'm going to start peeling it off. And if I've got one and I'm really committed to controlling that, I can take this guy wherever I want. Now let's get close to the camera here, just so you can see exactly what we're doing. Okay, here, Nils, go ahead and interlace the fingers behind the head there, right? So I'm reaching for a single finger. I should be able to feel that. Both of his hands are tied up behind my head. So I'm just going to start to pull it, again with my whole hand wrapped around it, like so. This is called small joint manipulation. It's totally illegal in most combat sports. Not allowed to do it in the UFC or submission grappling or jiu-jitsu tournaments. And I'm going to tell you something. If it's illegal in the UFC, it makes an excellent self-defense technique most of the time. Now, I'm going to tell you something though. If you do this, it's going to make that guy mad. So you are going to have to be willing to break fingers. Okay? And you're probably getting bullied because you're a nice guy. And so you may not be willing to go to a place dark enough to break some fingers. But if it's a matter of life and death, go to that dark place and be willing to break those. And now we can move them around wherever, right? So here, one more time. Nils, you want to demonstrate that? So I've got my fingers interlaced here. He's going to grab one. He's going to start peeling that off. And if I value my fingers, I will let go. Okay? So... and we can use a similar strategy. Here, grab me around the waist, for example, right? So maybe he's got me here, and I'm going to tell you, this is not a particularly smart grip, because if you are thrashing around, you may break every single finger, right? So smarter grip is, a gable grip, an S grip, a ball and socket grip, palm over palm, that sort of thing, right? This makes it very easy to find the fingers, right? If I see this, I'm going to grab one, peel it right off. All right, and this is me being nice. Imagine if I ripped that off hard. Anyway, small joint manipulation, I would say, is probably your best bet, because if you're smaller and weaker, fighting somebody who is much bigger, probably much older, I'm guessing, man, that is a tough fight. It's an uphill battle, right? So, grab those fingers, get yourself free, get out of there. Good luck to you. Now, get out there and train.